Scouting bets here. Week 16, week 15 is over. Week 15 was absolutely crazy. Gave out a lot of winners week 15. Only missed on the two. The two that we needed was the Cowboys and the Commanders. Cowboys blew that lead. Commanders, there's some craziness that went down in that game. I don't know if you guys saw the interview, but Terry, he spoke to the ref on the sideline. He asked the ref twice, not once, but twice, am I good? The first time the ref said moved up. The second time he told him, yeah, you're good. As soon as the play is hiked, flagged. No touchdown. Blew that game. I mean, the Commanders, even then, they should have won that game. Just fumbles, just blew that game, blew up the ticket. Could have had a great day. I mean, Commanders, how do you not hold that lead? This year, we've just seen a bunch of teams just blow leads. Like, it's crazy. But what helped me last week is the Lions. I took a Lions second half bet, 300. Lions were +2. Did a second half bet, 300, double up for another 300 to save me. So it was a decent week for me, putting in that second half bet. But I think I need to crack and get one of these in-game apps like the Stations Casino app, because Vikings last week were just printing money. They were down, 33-0? Another team, Colts, man, Matt Ryan, couldn't hold the lead. Vikings, I think, at the half was plus 3,200. All I kept seeing was, I got Vikings plus 3,200. Vikings in-game, 1,700, 1,900. The books got cracked on Vikings. So anyone who took Vikings in-game, shout out to you. You guys did really good, sorry. Vikings in-game was money for everyone last week. But it's week 16. Week 16, week 15 is over. Let me just get into it. So Thursday night, first, let me just show you all of this. Some line movement. Jets right now, they were -1. They're 1.5. Vikings went from 3.5 to -4. Lions went from -3 to -2.5. Bengals went from -4 to -3. Titans with a huge drop. Went from -7 to -3. Ryan Tannehill's probably out for the year, they're saying, ankle. Malik Willis is going to get the start. Hey, this is a good opportunity for him to show what he got. He's a rookie quarterback right now. I think he should have got at least more chances this year, but he played in, I think, 2 games. But Malik Willis will play against the Texans. Now, you see that spread? -7 and -3. That's a big drop. Texans are, and I've been saying this for weeks, the Texans are the worst team in the league. They are absolutely the worst team in the league. But the Texans right now, it looks like they want to upset at least one more person before the year is over. They almost got the Cowboys, and they almost got the Chiefs. Titans -3 seems real easy. Just give Derrick Henry the ball and just let him go ham, right? But I don't know. I know a lot of guys probably want to take that, but I am staying away from that one. Watch the Titans just run all over them and win by 30, but I'm staying away from that one. Tannehill out, Malik Willis in. That's why the big line drop. Chiefs went from 9.5 to 10, not a big deal. Cowboys, another big one. Cowboys went from -1.5 to -5. Jalen Hurts with a shoulder injury. Gardner Minshew Mania is back. Cowboys are home. Big difference in spread. They're thinking Cowboys are going to destroy us, -5. I still like Gardner Minshew in that one. Dolphins went from 5 to 4 against the Packers. Broncos went from -1 to -2. Bucks. Now, this is crazy. Bucks are -5, went to 7.5 against the Cardinals. Buccaneers, man, they've just been struggling, and which sucks, last week, the Bengals had that huge comeback in the second half. Bengals looked bad in the first half. Second half, Bengals came back and whooped on the Buccaneers. Like I said, right now the Buccaneers cannot cover a spread. These older quarterbacks, they're just not it right now. They're showing their age. Russell Wilson, Tom Brady, even Rodgers at times this season. These older quarterbacks, it's just not it for these guys. 7.5, even against the Cardinals. I can't take a 7.5 point spread. But listen, the Buccaneers, someone has to win that division. Somebody has to win that division. I will, even with all the Buccaneers struggles all season, I still think out of all those teams, they will win that division. So at some point, they do have to start winning some games. Someone has to. It's going to be the Falcons, the Bucs. Someone has to win that division. But Thursday, today we got Jags, Jets. Jags blew up my ticket last week against the Cowboys in overtime. But now we got Jags, Jets Thursdays. Now, Jets have a great defense. Yeah. Offensively, I'm not too certain about them. Zach Wilson, he played okay, not terrible. He played very Zach Wilson type game. I think Mike White is the better quarterback for that team, but I think right now on the Jets, neither quarterback are the answer for the future. Jags are hot right now. The Jags are definitely hot right now. Trevor Lawrence is playing really good right now. I mean, that was a huge comeback last week. Short week, Jets are home. Who do you take? I'm going to go with the hot team. I'm going to go with the offense. I know the Jags are on the road. But I just think the Jets offensively, I think that's their struggles. I mean, defense is good. They have a lot of injuries on defense. The Jags are hot right now. Give me the Jags. So right now, I'm just going to show you the spreads one more time so everyone can see. But first ticket for Thursday, nothing crazy, but I'm going to take the Jags. I'm just going to go with the hot team and take the Jags right there. Plus 1.5 this Thursday night. Just a 2-team teamer. Now, I'm going to also, on this ticket, you see I have the Falcons plus 7.5. Yes, Falcons is a risky bet against Baltimore, but as you can see, all season long with Baltimore, and where is that game? Ravens are home, but Baltimore, I mean, Lamar Jackson hasn't practiced again. The Ravens just has been struggling with points. Another good team, but just struggling with points. They're winning games by 2, 1. They barely beat the Denver Broncos. I just don't know what's going on with the Ravens all season. I had them a much better season this season, but I'm going to go with the Falcons with the points. I mean, the Ravens, they struggle to cover a spread. And even when the Ravens, you've seen all season long, even when the Ravens have a lead, they blow it. They've blown multiple big-time leads. I just don't get it. And I think this is another game where maybe the Ravens go up early or something. But give me the Falcons plus 7.5 on the points. I think one of their biggest wins was 14. They have a couple 10-point wins, but they have a lot of 2-point wins, 3-point wins, 1-point wins. Give me the Falcons on that one. Not going crazy on this ticket. Only 100. Only 100 2-teamer Jags and Falcons on that one Thursday night in the Falcons. 100 for 260. But that's my first ticket. So I have a total of four tickets. My next ticket that I am doing is I'm going heavy on the Vikings this week. Going heavy on the Vikings. I kind of like the Vikings all season long. They let me down once, but I like the Vikings. Vikings -3 against the Giants. Giants, good win against the Commanders. I think there was a lot of cheating, some fixing going on, but hey, whatever. At the end of the day, they did make the plays. But Giants can't really score. Even though they did beat the Commanders, I mean, really, what they did? They scored off of a fumble. They scored 17 points in a win? I mean, come on now. Give me the Vikings. Give me the Vikings. I just think there's just too much for them. Giants are a run team and defense. At the end of the day, if you can't keep up with certain teams, and the Giants cannot keep up with the Vikings. Vikings are home. Just to be safe, I bought a point there to take it from the -4 to bring it down to -3. You know, I lose a little bit of money, but listen, hitting a 3-teamer is not easy. So I'm going to take all the points that I can get. Vikings -3, and I'm also going to take the Bengals to keep going, man. You see how they came back against Tom Brady and the Bucks. Same thing, you know. Patriots coming off a tough loss. One of the craziest losses you'll ever see. I mean, if you had the Patriots, that's like a gut-wrenching loss to lose on a play that didn't even need to happen, you know, and just lateral interception, boom, touchdown, Raiders win in crazy fashion. But give me the Bengals there. I like Joe Burrow. I like how, you know, they're always in the game. They don't give up. Win by a field goal, I'll take that against the Patriots. I know they have to go into New England in December, which is not easy. It's not easy. It's cold up there. But I just like what the Bengals have been doing all season. I think they're definitely a team that, you know, once they're hot in the playoffs, you know, Bengals, hey, listen, they went to the, you know, they just went to the Super Bowl. Bengals are a really good team. Patriots have a really good defense, but that's it. I'm going with the offense. I like offense. I like teams that can put up points on the board, and Bengals can do that. 3 points against the Patriots, give me that. And once again, I'm just going, it's late in the season. Guys are making a playoff push. Listen, Lions need to win out to go to the playoffs, which it seems that they can do it. They're facing the Panthers this week, -2.5. Going for the glory. If all of these 3 hit, that's 868. That's 1,000 back in my pocket during Christmas time. Just bought all the family Christmas presents, so I'm broke. I need these tickets to hit, but this is a massive ticket right here. Vikings, Bengals, Lions need to keep going on that winning run to go to the playoffs. I'm backing the hot team. That's my 3-teamer right there. Vikings, Bengals, Lions. And like I said, I am going heavy on the Vikings. I think for sure they will beat the Giants. This is my other ticket here. Backing the Vikings, like I said, and I'm backing Minshew Mania. That guy, when he puts on those jorts and he has that mustache on, I've never seen a guy who could play football, quarterback like that. But I'm going with Gardner Minshew. Gardner Minshew is a pretty good quarterback. He was doing his thing down with the Jags. This is just his opportunity to play. Gardner Minshew is a good quarterback. He can make plays. I have all the faith in them. Eagles have always had really good backup quarterbacks for years. I love Gardner Minshew to beat the Dallas Cowboys, and I think what would be better than just cracking all the Cowboys fans? At the end of the day, the Eagles are the most balanced team in the NFL right now. Defensively, I mean, if you look at their defense, they have like 4 or 5 guys that might finish the season in double-digit sack numbers, which is insane. Wide receiver core, balanced. They're just balanced. Offensive line, they're just, I think even without Jalen Hurts, I like the Eagles plus the points, +5. I think defensively, they're going to get after the Cowboys, which will win the game. And Minshew just doesn't have to do anything to cost them the game. Just don't turn over the ball. As long as they don't turn over the ball, the Eagles will win that game. I promise you. And then 49ers, another team that's just destroying everyone. This week, I'm just going with the teams that's just hot right now. 49ers are destroying everyone in their path. Brock Purdy, I mean, for Mr. Irrelevant. Guy is probably one of the greatest Mr. Irrelevants right now. 49ers against the football team. Football team, like I said, good team. Just coming off a loss, but another team. Heineke is not the overall answer for that team. They do need a quarterback. Pretty good defensively, but, you know, at the end of the day, you can't put up points. And listen, San Francisco, what they're doing, they're running the ball, they're playing defense. Purdy's playing good, not turning the ball over. I think they more than cover this spread. I think it may get ugly for the Commanders on that one. But these are my 3 tickets so far. I mean, you know, this is another 3-teamer. I mean, these are some massive tickets because I'm trying to go for the glory this week on a couple 3-teamers. And then for my final and last ticket, we got some Christmas games. Most of these games, I didn't say, most of these games are on Saturday, so just remember that. There are a bunch of Saturday games to give these guys Christmas off. There's only 3 games on Christmas, so just like last week when I did the Thursday, Saturday picks, and, they all hit. That one did all hit. I'm doing just a Sunday game, another 3-teamer, but this is just straight money line. Like I said earlier, somebody has to win that division. I'm going with the Buccaneers, man. If you can't beat the Cardinals right now, I don't know. Kyler Murray's hurt. Tampa Bay, you got to win this one. I don't trust you to cover a 7.5. There's just no way. You haven't given me any hope all season long. You're crushing the Bengals. You can't even complete a fake punt. The ball hits you in the head, just turnovers left and right, not making plays. I don't know what's going on with your team, but just to win, I'll take you just to beat the Arizona Cardinals right now. Rams, right now, there's no way I can bet on the Broncos. There's just no way. Any given week against almost any given team I can bet against. There's 2 teams I just can't bet for. That's the Broncos and the Texans. I just cannot bet those teams no matter who they play. So I'm taking the Rams on that one. Rams are home. And then also I'm taking the Dolphins to beat the Packers. In that one, Dolphins are home. I just can't, and I'm not backing. Once again, I'm not backing these older quarterbacks. I like Tua. They need to start winning some games. Dolphins are home. That's a 3-teamer just for Sunday, December, Christmas Day, Christmas money. I hope this is the Christmas ticket. 200 for 624 money line. 3-team money line pick right there. If you guys want to back me. But those are my picks, guys. Last week, gave out a lot of winners. Only 2 missed. Once again, I'm telling you guys, look at all these picks, mix and match them. It would have been an awesome day if I simply just didn't put the Cowboys and the Commanders, or if I only had the Cowboys and Commanders on 1 ticket instead of splitting them. It would have been a much better week. But these are, once again, these are what I'm taking. I'm backing the Vikings. I'm backing the Eagles. I'm backing the Niners, Jags, Falcons, Bengals, Lions, Bucks, Rams, Dolphins. Guys, Scouting Bets, Merry Christmas. I hope everyone hits. Let me guys know what you're thinking this week, what your picks are this week. Scouting Bets, please like, please subscribe.